I was just curious to see what we would do. I was just really curious to see what kind of moves will be made. New management in place all over the place. Stephanie White in place at the helm. Caitlin Clark being the rookie of the year, being this generational talent. I was just curious to find out what would be the new goal, what would be the new um, target. What would be the new plan. And I know it's the off season, but I'm happy with the acquisitions. I'm super super happy. Um, my aces, it has not been that great of an off season. It's been mediocre at best. Kelsey Plum, Drew Lloyd, kind of even split. But looking at what the FIBA doing, you know, like getting the I was like maybe DeWanna Bonner might come here, but I had no idea DeWanna Bonner was gonna actually I actually was hoping it, but didn't want to jinx it, so I didn't say anything. So when she came here, I was like, this is awesome. This is great. This is just I get it. She 36, but she can shoot the hell out the 3 point ball. She plays very good defense. Now, with Sophie here, she's not gonna have to play as many minutes. We do the right thing, hopefully. Don't do nothing crazy like trade or Lexi. Will be great. I mean, Lexi, Sophie, you know, the Wana wingman position or the wing woman position is great. Natasha Howard, a tremendous upgrade over Alyssa Smith. No disrespect to Alyssa Smith, but it just is that, Caitlin Clark's gonna have so many teammates that she could dish to. Ultimately Caitlin probably not gonna, probably not gonna. Maybe she might average maybe 20, 21. But I don't, Caitlin's not going to be averaging no 25 to 29 points a game. You just got too many good players. You just got too many great players. And that's fine. That's fine too, because I think, ultimately she's going to have a moment. She's going to have a time. She's going to have a, stretches where she shines. But I just look at this like, okay, one of the things I wanted to see Caitlin do was have the ball in her hands last year. But, you know, it's probably gonna happen where that happens, where she's gonna end up with the ball in clutch moments, which I want to see more of. But there's so many options, and she's gonna share that rock. You better believe it, and you can believe it. Like Sophie, tremendous upgrade. At first, initially, I was pissed off because I kind of wanted, that eighth pick, but I settled down and settled in and said, you know what, we get, a 3 and D player with Sophie Cunningham. Somebody's gonna have toughness, grit, and heart, and also Sydney Colson, like veteran experience. Like the youth on this team is obviously Caitlin and Aaliyah, obviously Lexi. Sophie's still relatively young. Uh, who else? That might be everybody else is a veteran. Like everybody else has either championship experience or veteran experience, and you need this as an extension of the coach. To take it deeper than that. The heart of champions exist on this team. Now, obviously, you know, the current players, the team coming together, you know, we're gonna find out if they can put it all together. We're gonna find out if they have the right chemistry, team morale. We're gonna see how this thing is built. But honestly, I love the way that it's being presented. Stephanie White, I feel like a tremendous coach as wins alone. Um, you're gonna have to pick your poison. Natasha Howard can get people to business. Aaliyah Boston should have more room to navigate. If you ask, like, say, RC, what does this team need? I mean, you just got a backup point guard, Sydney Colson. That's gonna be great to have Sydney, come in and provide, just stability. She's a smart player, reliable player, high IQ, not gonna force anything. Um, Good passer of the basketball. She can make a mid-range shot. Look, if Caitlin comes in, plays smarter, which she will with veterans around her, the turnovers are gonna drop. She's gonna have more array to her game in terms of shot selection. I feel, and I think we're gonna have a wonderful campaign. I think we're gonna have an absolutely wonderful year. And I mean, you don't sacrifice the future because your two best players are um, are young. and still under 25 in Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, you give yourself a chance for a championship because of what you put around them. You put Natasha Hop. We've been talking 5 minutes and didn't even mention a great Kelsey Mitchell. Like, see how much talent is on this team. We didn't even mention Kelsey Mitchell. Like, the Fever are super, super dangerous. And we all fever in over here. That's what it is. I mean, yes, we love our aces. We'll talk about our aces. We cheer for them. But right now, we'll have a video coming on this. But my Fever are crushing my aces, like in terms of off-season grades and off-season acquisitions. And yeah, Kelsey Mitchell, she can light it up. Our backcourt is amongst the best in the W. It's worth being discussed. Definitely in that running. And yeah, I mean, sky is the limit for us. Like, if we come out and play hard and play strong, and if Caitlin can, like, I would say this: if yeah, we're much better defensively, but if we get Caitlin to play defense, like there'll be no weakness at all. Like, defensively, like you want, like, if she just, I'll put it this way, because Caitlin has the potential and she can play defense. I feel like she definitely can. But if she goes out and, like, puts her all into it, like 110% into defense, which she should, because she's gonna have a lot more scores around her. Um, Nobody's gonna be able to say that you know, no one can say there's no weakness. Like, turnovers drop. She's playing defense. If these things happen, championship is there. I said it prematurely last year. I said that we could win it all. Or I said we could get to the finals, but I was probably talking crazy. Like, this year, I honestly believe that it's a possibility. And again, when you got a generational talent like Caitlin Clark, as well as Aaliyah Boston, you got to do it. You got to go all out. And I don't know if we're gonna make more moves, but last season you thought the people must see TV. Look, league pass, if for no other reason, you got to get it, because the Fever are it. The Fever are that deal. They are what's up. And I'm excited to see what the future holds. With that, like the video, comment, subscribe, share. RC is out.